Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Golden Bachelorette, Gary Levingston doing great things for God. Golden Bachelorette contestant, Gary Levingston was a very spiritual and faith-driven person. Now, he has continued that journey and is doing great things for God. Yet, what exactly is Gary doing and how is achieving his goals? Keep reading for more details. Gary Levingston doing great things for God. When Gary Levingston was in the Golden Bachelorette mansion, he was a good-hearted, genuine man. He was always happy and in great spirits, keeping the other men feeling positive. Along with Charles Ling, the two ventured out to buy their fellow mansion mates all they needed for a better night's sleep. The men were snoring, using the bathroom multiple times, and causing a distraction. Therefore, Gary and Charles aimed to make it far more comfortable and viewers embraced their charm. Then, Gary did something incredibly sweet when Joan Vasso's mother fell ill. He asked for her name specifically as he wanted to pray for her. That left viewers melting at his kindness. He then proceeded to write a prayer for Joan's mother, which was extremely sweet and further endeared her to him. Unfortunately, she felt a stronger connection to the other men in the mansion, so she ended up sending him home. This was hard for his housemates and for viewers as they had grown very fond of him. He was recently seen at the finale with the Golden Bachelor alum, Sandra Mason. Fans could not stop gushing over how cute they were together and hoped they were really a couple. Or would consider giving it a chance. However, Gary Levingston is insanely busy as he is doing amazing things for God. It was clear that he had a passion for his faith and he showed it to Joan. Now, he is helping others on their journey as he showed via his Instagram page. Gary shared photos of himself as he assisted in baptizing several people at Southwest Church in California. He was beaming as God to participate in their spiritual journey. Fans loved watching him pursue what he was meant to do. Love for Gary. There is so much adoration for Gary Levingston even after he has departed the Golden Bachelorette mansion. Furthermore, his followers love to see how he connects with others, and this was just a pure example. It doesn't get any sweeter than this. I think one of the biggest privileges in life is baptizing somebody. God bless you, Gary. God bless you, Gary. I love your heart. Red Heart. Chalk Chapel, who went on to get engaged to Joan Vassos, even chimed in. As someone who spent a month with Gary, he is a great Christian and true gentleman. Gary Levingston, a name that had captured hearts during his time on The Golden Bachelor, became more than just a beloved reality TV star. After his stint on the show, where he charmed viewers with his sincerity, humor, and kindness, Gary's life took a remarkable turn. He found himself not only living a life filled with love but also dedicating his time to serving a higher purpose, doing great things for God. Before becoming a national television sensation, Gary Levingston was already a man of deep faith. His journey to the spotlight began with years of quietly living out the principles of Christianity in his everyday life. He volunteered at his local church, mentored young men, and supported a variety of charity initiatives. Yet, after the show, something shifted within him. It was as though God had used his newfound fame. While many expected him to retire to a life of leisure after the show, he felt called to something far greater. It was as if God had tapped him on the shoulder and said, "It's time to step up and do more." And step up he did. One of Gary's first major steps was to launch a non-profit organization dedicated to helping the elderly, especially those who were isolated and forgotten. His experience on The Golden Bachelor, where he shared his love for his late wife and learned about the struggles faced by older generations, deeply moved him. He began to recognize the spiritual and emotional neglect that many seniors faced, and it inspired him to take action. The foundation he founded, Golden Hearts, became a lifeline for elderly individuals. The organization focused on providing companionship, financial support, and spiritual guidance to seniors across the country. Gary knew that for many older adults, loneliness was as much a threat to their well-being as physical ailments. He dedicated countless hours to visiting nursing homes and assisted living facilities, offering not only his time but his prayers. His presence was a reminder to those he met that they were still valuable in the eyes of God, and that their lives still held great purpose. Gary's role in the ministry wasn't limited to administration or volunteer work. He became a spiritual leader. Through Golden Hearts, he established a weekly prayer circle for seniors, where they could come together to share their struggles and triumphs. In these sessions, Gary would often share his own experiences of love, loss, and redemption, using his story to show others that no matter the stage of life, there is always hope and grace to be found. As his reputation grew, Gary began receiving invitations to speak at churches and conferences about his work. He became a sought-after speaker, not because of his fame from the show, but because of his authentic and humble approach to life. He had a unique ability to inspire people to see beyond their struggles and focus on the greater purpose that God had for them. His message was simple yet profound: no matter where you are in life, you can make a difference. One of Gary's most significant accomplishments came when he helped lead an initiative to build a multi-faith community center. It was a project that he felt deeply passionate about, as he saw it as an opportunity to bring together people from all walks of life to worship, learn, and support one another. The center offered a variety of services, everything from Bible study groups and prayer sessions to food banks and job training programs. Gary envisioned it as a place where people could grow spiritually, find community, and contribute to the betterment of society. The center soon became a model for other faith-based organizations, with Gary's leadership shining as an example of what could be achieved when one's heart was open to God's calling. In addition to his work with Golden Hearts, Gary also became involved with missionary work. Every year, he would travel to remote parts of the world to help communities in need. His trips took him to places like Africa, South America, and Southeast Asia, where he worked alongside local pastors to build churches, schools, and medical clinics. His purpose was never about fame or recognition, but about spreading the love of Christ as well, and helping others experience in the communities he visited, he shared the teachings of Jesus, always emphasizing the importance of love, forgiveness, and redemption. His deep faith and compassionate nature touched everyone he met. He didn't preach from a pulpit but lived out the message of Christ through his actions, letting his life be a testament to the power of God's love. Back home, Gary continued to support his family and friends, always offering a listening ear or a helping hand. He never stopped being the caring and attentive person that viewers had seen on TV. But now, his influence extended far beyond the small circles of his community. People from all over the country sought his advice, not just for personal matters but for spiritual guidance. Gary's wisdom, drawn from his years of faith and experience, became a beacon for those in search of deeper meaning in their lives. Despite the busy schedule, Gary remained grounded. He never let the accolades or recognition distract him from his ultimate purpose, to serve God and spread his love. He maintained a humble lifestyle, always giving credit to God for the success of his initiatives. His story, filled with heartache and joy, reminded people that no matter where they started, or how old they were, God had a purpose for their lives. Gary Levingston's journey after the Golden Bachelor was nothing short of miraculous. He became a true servant of God, doing great things not for his own glory, but for the glory of the one who had called him. His life was a testimony to the power of faith, love, and redemption, inspiring countless others to live with purpose and passion, no matter their age or circumstance. In the end, Gary knew that his true calling wasn't to find love on reality TV but to help others experience the love of God. His legacy was built not on television fame but on the lives he touched and the lives he helped to change through his unwavering commitment to doing great things for God.